What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Or welcome if it's your first time here. I got a great question last night in an email from a subscriber asking me what I would do, knowing what I know now about prepping, what I would do if I was just starting out, if I had nothing, just starting out in today's economy and the way things are right now, and I had a very limited budget to prep with. And I thought that is an awesome question, and I'm sure that a lot of you all had the same question, because if you have one person send an email in like that asking a question, there's usually many more people out there with the same question that won't send in those emails. So thank you for sending that in. It's a great topic. I'm going to cover that here in today's video. Hopefully, if I put it in a video format instead of just sending an email out to that one person, this will help many more people, because there's lots of people just starting out prepping right now because people are seeing the need. They're seeing the economy collapse. They're seeing the national debt keep going up and up and up. They're seeing those shelves empty at the supermarket, or at least getting more or less stocked all the time on certain items. And when they go to check out, they're seeing those prices keep increasing all the time. Bullshit giving out, guys. But anyways, if I was just starting out prepping and had nothing whatsoever, my first and foremost focus would be food storage, of course, because you have to have food to eat. And right now, it's getting more difficult to get. The shelves are still stocked, but it's getting more difficult, and it's going to keep getting more difficult as time goes on, and those prices are going to keep going up. Now, you could focus on the prepackaged survival foods, but those aren't budget friendly. So personally, if I was working from a very strict budget, I would focus on foods from the local supermarket. And even if you're not on a budget, that's usually the best way to go, in my opinion, is to focus on those foods that you normally eat, that you can just go to your local supermarket and pick up, because those are the foods that you're used to, actually consuming, fixing, and preparing and eating those meals from those exact same foods. So if you use to stock up on what you normally eat, it's not going to be a shock to your intestinal system. It's not going to be a shock to your taste buds. It's going to be something you're familiar with, and you can stock up, in small increments as you get the funds to actually purchase that food and stockpile that back. So guys, I would focus on purchasing flour, cornmeal, different kinds of beans, dried beans, white rice, brown rice, pasta, peanut butter, sugar, salt, honey, spices, cooking oil, and store-bought canned goods. And guys, next, after food stores, I would focus on self-reliance. I'm talking about gardening. Put in as big a garden area as you have the area for and the time and skills to actually manage. Put that in, build that up, and start producing as much of your own food as you possibly can. If you have a lot of land, you might be able to put in a huge garden area and grow enough to feed your family, feed some of your neighbors, have extra to actually barter for things you don't have yourself. And if that's the case, you're in a great situation. However, if you haven't gardened before, you're better off to start out small. And you can grow a lot, in a small space if you use the right type growing methods. I like raised beds because they're easier on my back, actually, and there's less weeding and things like that to have to contend with. However, raised beds can be expensive right now to put together, depending on the material you use to build those raised beds with. But focus on gardening, focus on that self-reliance. You might also want to get, some chickens for eggs and meat. You might want to get some rabbits for meat and fertilizer for your garden area. Just figure out what you need and what you're comfortable with in your area and expand on that. And that's exactly what I would do. I was just starting out right now with the knowledge I have, starting out fresh in the current economy that we're currently in. If I had no firearms, the first one I would purchase would be a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun. And I would put back number 6 shot, number 4 shot, buckshot, and some rifle slugs for that shotgun, because shotgun's very versatile. A handgun is great because it can be on you at all times. However, a shotgun will cover self-defense on your property. You can protect your home, you can protect your property, protect your livestock and your crops. You can also hunt with that. It's the most versatile firearm you can possibly get. And then after I got the shotgun and laid back a sufficient supply of ammunition, I would try to find a good handgun. There's many different makes and models of handguns that are great. You can get a revolver, you can get semi-automatics, whatever you like, whatever you can afford, whatever you have training with, get that and get some ammunition put back for that, because a handgun is definitely very versatile also, but mainly for self-defense. It's versatile because you can have it on you at all times. It's difficult to carry a shotgun, when you're outside working in the garden, for example. You can have a handgun on you at all times because you want to be, like I said in another video, have a firearm in arm's reach at all times. And after the 12 gauge pump action shotgun and the handgun, I would get a 22 rifle, 22 long rifle. And one of the best ones I think is the Ruger 1022. I mean, there's other ones that will work also, but a Ruger 1022 is reliable, it's accurate, it can be used for small game, it can be used for limited self-defense. It's an awesome 22 caliber rifle. So 12 gauge shotgun, handgun, 22 rifle. I'd also purchased the best first aid medical kits that I could afford. You know, you can get those basic kits that are $15, $20 for a very small kit with a few band-aids in those, all the way up to, you know, kits that cost several $100s. But get a good medical kit, get the best kit you can afford, and try to get more skills, and try to gain more knowledge on how to effectively use that kit. You can have the best kit in the world in your storage. If you don't know how to use that, it's pretty much useless. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. And the Creekmore out of here, and I'll see you all next video, hopefully.